This morning on DC News Now, Trayon White projected to win back his spot on the DC Council despite controversy in the courts, what it means for Washingtonians this morning. Plus, police searching for a suspect in an alleged attack in Fairfax County. Why police say they need your help to find them. Scott?
All right, Randy, how about that morning? We've got that humid air around once again and temperatures into the 70s. Will we see a change at any point soon enough? Stick around for my 7-day forecast.
And a more expensive ride around town. Why you may pay more next time you rent a bike in and around the district.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Very good morning to you. 6 o'clock on the dot here on this Wednesday morning. Thanks for choosing to start your day with us. I'm Randy Bass. We do want to get right over to meteorologist Scott Sumner on this DMV First Warn Day. Scott.
Well, yeah, Randy, as far as the weather and the current temperatures outside, we're starting off today like we have been the last few mornings in the 70s most areas. Maybe sprinkling a few upper 60s at time, but here we go. We're looking at 74 at Hagerstown, 73 at Leesburg, 78 at Lexington Park, and 75 over towards the Culpeper area. Visibilities are a little bit lower out towards our western towns and communities, but the coverage of actual very low visibilities at this point in time is not there, not compared to what we saw yesterday. So most areas are around 10 miles visibility. How about your early morning hour-by-hour forecast here from 7 to 8 to 9 o'clock? Looking at 70s here the next couple of hours before mid-morning, getting up and towards the lower 80s. And then by the afternoon, well, we bring upon more showers and storms into the area, as noted here with our rain chance timeline from 1 o'clock till 3. Slight chance, a chance at 5, and then likely chance of seeing some showers and storms here around 7 p.m. in the district. Randy.
All right, Scott, thank you. Breaking news out of Maryland. 7 people injured in a crash involving a pickup truck in Frederick County. Happened early this morning on Carriage Hill Drive in Urbana. Frederick County, Maryland fire crews were at the scene. 2 of 6 people were airlifted to a trauma center. Right now, investigators are looking into how this crash happened. And a political comeback in the district just 5 months after being expelled from his seat on the city council. Trayon White has a big lead after last night's election, likely heading back to the council to represent Ward 8. His projected win comes amid a federal bribery case that is still actively unfolding. And we're hearing from the former council member this morning as DC News Now's Yamari Sase breaks down those results and what we can expect next. Yamari, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Well, despite the controversy, Trayon White has won the hearts of voters in Ward 8 once again. Now, although it's just projected at this point, that's where it looks like it's leading towards. Despite his federal bribery charges, him being expelled from the D.C. Council, Trayon White has been leading against his other components, candidates in the election as well. Now, according to the Associated Press, Trayon White is projected the winner of Tuesday's special election, reclaiming the Ward 8 seat after he was unanimously expelled from the D.C. Council earlier this year. Now, the expulsion came after the FBI arrested White last August in federal bribery case. But since White hasn't been convicted of a felony, he was allowed to run, and voters made their choice clear yesterday. Now, while about 80% of the votes have been counted, White has led over Salim Adolfo, Mike Austin, and Sheila Bunn. And in his victory speech, White called the moment a story of resilience and redemption. Take a listen to what he had to say.
I'm feeling humble. I'm feeling grateful. I think that this is a testament that God can do anything with anybody when you let him. I'm excited that people are getting behind me and support me, man. I'm forever grateful, man. My heart is filled.
Now, White still has that federal case, and he will be in court for that in January 2026. But until then, he says that he will continue to do the work for Ward 8 as he enters back into his seat on the council. But there has been conversation of the council looking to expel him again. But we're going to continue to follow that story and bring you the latest. We're now reporting live in the Northwest. I'm Yamari Sase, DC News Now.
All right, Yamari, thank you. And if you want to keep up with those election results, you can find them on our website at dcnewsnow.com.
Mr. Speaker, I ask that the House observe a moment of silence to remember Eric Jackham.
A moment of silence on the House floor to honor a congressional intern who was shot and killed in the district last month. Eric Tarpinian-Jackum was from Massachusetts and interning for for Representative Ron Estes. He, along with Massachusetts Congressman Jim McGovern, paid tribute to the young man yesterday.
Came to the Capitol eager to learn, contribute, and serve the people and this great institution.
A dedicated and thoughtful and kind person who loved our country, and he gave his life in the service to others. I thank him for his service and for the impact he had on our lives.
Eric, along with a woman and teen, were shot just a block away from the Mount Vernon Square metro station. The woman and teen survived. Police say they were caught in the crossfire, not the intended targets of that shooting. There's now a combined reward of $40,000 for information that leads to a conviction in that case. And we are learning the names of victims killed in an apparent murder-suicide. Police say Patrick Cockrell Jr. shot and killed Tiffany Montgomery on Saturday at their Southeast D.C. home, then took his own life. The investigation continues, but police say it began as a domestic incident. And a reminder this morning, the D.C. Safe Victim Hotline is a 24/7 number to call if you or someone you know needs help. It's on your screen now. That number is 1-844-443-5732. And D.C. police are investigating after a man was found shot in the back of a car early Tuesday morning. They say he was found in an alley on Mount Olivet Road in Northeast near New York Avenue. The man was shot in the upper thigh. He was then taken to the hospital. Police are working to learn what led up to the shooting and trying to figure out suspects and a motive in the case. And developing now, a bus driver in Northern Virginia brutally attacked. A week later, still no arrest, and police are asking for your help. DC News Now's Max Marcilla is in Lorton as police work to make sure the suspect's face is everywhere.
Here at this bus stop, just a few blocks away from where police say that vicious attack took place, you can see there is a flyer. This is the picture of the man police are looking for and information about the $5,000 reward. Police are hoping it'll help lead to an arrest of a man they say could be a risk to the community. A week ago at the intersection of Gunston Cove and Cranford, police say this man unleashed a violent attack of a 70-year-old bus driver starting when he stood in front of the bus.
There's an exchange of words, and then the assailant puts a phone towards our bus driver, at which point the bus driver kind of pushes the phone out of the way, and then he's just immediately met with punches.
Police say the driver was then pulled off the bus where the attack continued. This all happened just after 7 in the morning, an unusual and shocking beating police are investigating as aggravated assault.
Mostly there's never been a problem, like on the buses.
Word has gotten around to Fairfax Connect drivers.
Take a closer look on these situations and really to help the drivers or the operators to have a safe environment, a working environment, because this is our office.
They want their safety taken care of. Police say the way to do that is to arrest this man. First, they have to figure out who he is and find him, and they're hoping thousands of dollars of reward money from Crime Stoppers will help.
They saw the significance, the violent actions that were taken by this individual, and they recognize the immediate need and importance to get someone like this into custody.
Police described the driver's injuries as fairly serious. He was taken to the hospital. He's expected to need more treatment. Now, as for the reward, police say it's among the larger ones for a case similar to this one in recent history, a sign of just how vicious attack they say this was. Reporting in Lorton, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.
All right, Max, thank you. Construction is underway to improve pedestrian safety in Montgomery and Prince George's counties. MDOT and local officials joining together yesterday for a groundbreaking ceremony. Officials say $15 million worth of improvements are set to be made along New Hampshire Avenue from University Boulevard to Powder Mill Road. New crosswalks and signals, upgraded pedestrian ramps, and more lighting will be added throughout the Pedestrian Safety Action Plan project. It's expected to be finished by fall 2026. And continuing our coverage of Prince George's County this morning, so-called wheel bandits in Greenbelt arriving in the dark of night and leaving cars on crates. DC News Now's Tim Reed has more on the search for suspects.
Police tell us these wheel thefts are happening at apartments and shopping centers and at hotels, and people are outraged.
Justice should be served. They need to be caught and charged.
Trina Walker is staying at Wood Spring Suites. Her tires were not stolen, but is still shocked this happened.
It's extremely concerning. That means that's another expense that you have to scrounge up to replace. So it's extremely concerning to me.
Greenbelt police say several drivers had their wheels stolen. This week alone, thieves have taken all 4 wheels off 2 Honda Civics and 2 Honda Pilots, and they also snagged airbags. And last February, police in Prince George's County investigated a similar case in New Carrollton, where tires were stolen from vehicles. It has some people resorting to preventative measures like wheel locks to protect their cars.
Man, it's very concerning. I don't think they should be out here doing, they need a summer job or something. You know what I'm saying? We out here working hard, spending our money to come out here, try to go to work and see our cars on bricks.
So what we ask is for all of the citizens to be aware of their surroundings, make sure they park in well-lit areas, and for those people out there taking these wheels, we're going to do our best to catch you.
Police tell us if suspects are convicted, they face 5 years in jail and a $10,000 fine. In Prince George's County, Tim Reed, DC News Now.
All right, Tim, thank you. Happening today, Capital Bike Share discussing price hikes setting in next month. Annual memberships will increase in cost from $95 to $120 a year. E-bike rates will increase from 10 cents to 15 cents per minute. A virtual meeting is scheduled for today at 7 p.m. You can find a link to the meeting along with more about the fare changes on our website at dcnewsnow.com. And Vienna's temporary library is set to open next week. According to FFX Now, the facility will offer a small selection of books and other browsing materials in the Cedar Park Shopping Center. There will be a ribbon cutting and open house event next Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. The temporary library will stay open until the new permanent Vienna Center Library opens. And crews are still working on getting air conditioning back on at several Smithsonian museums, so for now they remain closed. Problems with HVAC systems started Sunday, forcing the Hirshhorn, National Museum of Asian Art, National Museum of African Art, and the National Museum of the American Indian to all shut down. Officials are hoping those museums reopen soon. And still to come on DC News Now, a fun event for pets in Maryland. Get ready for Yappy Hour in Bethesda. Plus, the deadline has come and gone for the district and the council to vote on a deal to bring the Commanders back to DC. What this could mean for the future of the RFK site, that's coming up next. But first, we check in with meteorologist Scott Sumner on this DMV First Warn Day. Scott, a bit of a wild look to the sky out there this morning.
Yeah, I mean, we've got that humidity out there once again, and we'll see it throughout the day. That's going to help spark the potential for some flooding. We'll talk about that coming up in the main weather just on the other side of the break.